What's going on, everyone? It's the true Geordie, back again, and it's that man, Alan Pardew, grabbing those football hangover headlines with both hands once again. The gift that keeps on giving, this bloke. I mean, if you're at a loss of what to get your loved ones for Christmas, get them an Alan Pardew for hours and hours of family fun. You know what I mean? It's getting ridiculous. It's a joke, isn't it? Some of you lot, right, you might be sick of me mentioning Pardew, and I am. I mean, I thought you'd have been sacked, but I thought I'd never have to mention him at this point. Somehow, he's still employed. I've got any idea. What does this bloke have to do? I mean, does he have to nut someone? No, he did that in Newcastle. Didn't work there either. Anyway, the thing is, I just have to say, I don't want to talk about him, but he lost by a big margin, so I kind of have to talk about him, unfortunately. And everything that I said in the past about Alan Pardew, that was ridiculed at times by people. That was fucking tweeted when he had him through his little honeymoon period at Crystal Palace on a daily basis, sometimes getting like 100 plus tweets a day about how wrong I was about Alan Pardew. Did I back down? Did I flicker? No. I said the whole time, it's coming. Oh, it's in the post. The shitstorm is on the way. Well, motherfuckers, it's raining fucking dog shit down in Crystal Palace. Really, it really is. Like, and I called it. You know, nobody can fucking say I didn't. I'm not saying I know a lot about football, but I fucking nailed this. And why? Because it's exactly what happened in Newcastle. We had the honeymoon period there as well, when Demba Ba and Papi Cisse turned into world beaters for a season. How the hell did that happen? The look on this man was unreal. But after that, what followed, after his little motivational speeches wore off on the lads, what followed were 3 years of appalling, unbelievably bad tactics, bad lineups, and just a generally, completely clueless manager. And I knew that was going to be exposed at Crystal Palace, and that's exactly what's happened. We've seen the honeymoon period with them. I told Palace fans, I went on shows with them. I said, "You happy now?" And they were smug as fuck, happy as Larry, and I didn't blame them. I was happy for them, but I told them, it's fucking coming, and it's fucking happened. And now, everyone who tweeted us all that shit, all that abuse, you fucking bow down and kiss the motherfucking ring, because I was right all along. I'm taking the shit. It's time to give it out, motherfucker. Alright, I kind of do give it out a lot. But I'm fucking feeling it today, like, because this is ultimate fucking vindication. How he's even got a job is beyond me, and it's a joke. He's being found out well and truly. And what makes me laugh is the way that from when Alan Pardew was Newcastle manager and he was the villain, he went from Newcastle down south to a London club, and the mainstream media automatically flipped and turned the Newcastle fans into the villains. And because we appointed two buffoons who automatically did worse than Pardew, that meant that everything we'd said about Pardew was rubbish, apparently. Because in order for you to know anything about football, your team has to be winning. Apparently that's how it works. So apparently we knew nothing. Obviously that's not the case. The same mainstream media who were linking Alan Pardew with the England job, the Real Madrid job, and Gary Neville wonders why nobody listens to journalists anymore. No wonder. You know what I mean? It's a joke. It is a fucking joke. And what's ended up happening is Alan Pardew, in charge of Crystal Palace, this weekend lost 5-4 to Swansea. 5-4. Now, the best bit about this was, before the game, he said, a clean sheet is top of our agenda against Swansea. A clean sheet before getting 5 past him by a Bob Bradley team. Bob Bradley was a second division French league manager last year. Nobody even heard of Bob. Bob Bradley is doing you up tactically, son. Bob Bradley. Even the way Palace lost this game was a total Pardew loss, conceding 3, 4, 5 goals. Happened in Newcastle all the fucking time. The kind of goals they're conceding, set pieces. I said this last week. That corner they conceded last week was the worst defending on a set piece I have ever seen in my life. And again, conceding set piece after set piece after set piece in a single game. And then you've got that muppet Phil Neville on Match of the Day saying he feels sorry for Pardew because he can't defend them himself. Mate, he's the common denominator. Palace were good at defending set pieces under Tony Pulis. He's the one who's undone all that. He was shite in Newcastle set pieces. He's shite at Palace. He's the one who's doing this, you fucking idiot. You know, under Pulis, I think Palace had 11 clean sheets in his first 24 games in charge. In 83 games in charge of Palace, Pardew has had 10 clean sheets. What does that tell you about it? He's the common denominator, Phil, you fucking dick. Anyway, I can only see this going one way for Palace. You know, a lot of people make jokes, oh, well, you're in the Championship. I'd rather be with Rafa in the Championship coming up than with Pardew in the Premier League on the way down. I don't think it's looking good. And it's too pally-pally at Palace. That's the only logical explanation for that cunt still having a job. And for the sake of the Palace fans, if they want to try and save that club, I think it's time to say bye to Pardew.